Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob. I'll be your dungeon master for tonight's episode of Curse of Strahd, episode 15. We are getting close to the end of season 2. I just realized that. I have like notes in like a Google Doc that I kind of keep tabs on things on, and I was looking at it, and I was like, we're approaching kind of like the end of where I had anticipated us to go this season, and we don't know I don't know exactly how many episodes we're going to play left. I mean, we said we're going to try to end by a certain date, but whether we get 3, 4, whatever it is, 5 more episodes in, I don't know. We'll see. We might get to a point where we stop it and pause for the summer. Again, more will come. I think today's episode is going to be pivotal in determining how long the rest of the season is.
Let's go slow.
As long as I get my shiny sword. I want my shiny sword.
That's right,
my shiny
I
sword.
want it.
I gotta say, I don't think I've ever gone this long without leveling my players up. You guys leveled up before the Amber Temple, which you were there for 3 sessions at the end of season 1.
There's no freaking loot either. There's no loot anywhere.
That's not true. You found some loot. There's been some loot.
What
We
loot?
found a loot.
The piece of shield. The shield I stole.
The
And
shield.
that useless cup.
No,
Gives you
the
hit
cup.
yeah.
points not in combat.
The blood cup. Forgot about
The blood
that.
cup.
That's
You haven't
great.
really used it.
That's good.
You haven't really used it yet. It might come in handy right now.
Nothing like a blood cup.
Honestly, yeah.
So, real quick, and also you have the shield. You have a suit of armor that follows you around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, forgot about
Oh
that.
yeah, we forgot about
But
that.
I need to activate that. I need to build it.
Why are we
Yeah.
fighting ghosts? We have a suit of armor that follows us around. What are we doing here?
Yeah, where was that suit of armor during
It's in
this
my
What is
fight?
happening?
backpack.
Has it
It's in
been
my
following
backpack.
the whole
I don't have
time?
time. I don't have time to sit and build up a suit of armor right at the start of a combat.
I didn't know that the suit of armor sat in a backpack.
He had to take it apart to make it not look like
Right.
he was
In
walking into
Crest.
Kresk with a suit of armor that walked. That would
Those
scare
weird
me.
lame.
Kreskians made me take it apart.
Freaking
So-
Orel.
Yeah, it's Orel's fault. But you have a suit of armor. You have all these other items you found along the way. Who's to say you won't find another? But right now, we are in the village of Argynvost. Not the village, excuse me. The mansion, the hold of Argynvostholt. And, of course, we are going to do a full recap and everything, but I got a couple things to say and get those out of the way first. Vecna, Eve of Ruin, coming back tomorrow for the 3rd episode of Chapter 7. So, 3rd episode is tomorrow, and then the 4th will be the next week. That's going to be the finale of Chapter 4. Of Chapter 7, Episode 4. Then, we've got the last of the Rod Piece chapters coming in, I guess it would be 2 short weeks. The final Rod Piece chapter, Chapter 8. And then, we're in the summer, and it's the finale, and who knows what's going to happen. I think most people are going to be reprising a role. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. Michelle, you're in this chapter currently.
I am. Yes.
How's it going so far?
Oh, it's great. It's interesting. We're meandering around a tomb, trying not to die at the moment. Turning into gas, wandering around, being goofy, following cats through jungles, as you do.
Yeah. And
Just another day.
Yeah, and this chapter is in homage to Tomb of Horrors. So if you're an old school fan, the Tomb of Wayward Souls chapter is going to be something you're interested in. I've suggested also that people who like Shadowdark should watch this one too, because Shadowdark is let's just say there's a little bit of a Easter egg, and maybe not even Easter egg. There's a full blown Shadowdark character in this episode. So tune in. It's gonna be great. And last couple of things here too. Don't forget to like this video, this one, subscribe, do all the good YouTube stuff, and we're going to jump right into the game tonight because I feel like this one's going to be important. So let's start by going over what happened last week. So we have Tim, Michelle, Andrew, Stefano back with us, reprising their roles, the Grayscale Gang. Last time we played, we actually ended up getting probably the closest we've ever been to a full total party kill. And obviously Ireina is an NPC, and I play her, of course. But at the same time, NPCs do protect you in some ways. You have some NPCs that are fighters with you, retainers that you might hire. That can make all the difference. And Ireina used her. She's the daughter of the former burgomaster. She's got some politicking that she's pretty good with, and she was able to get you out of that chamber of what's his name? Vladimir Thornhold. His troops, his Phantom Warriors. Hornguard, thank you. Vladimir Hornguard. He is the leader of the Silver Dragon Knights here at Argynvostholt, and he was very upset with you for disturbing him. He said that if you're here to look for a way to kill Strahd, well, he's not going to let you do that, because I'll be letting him off the hook. And he's a revenant, and he is totally, he's kind of resorted to the idea that the best way to hurt Strahd, since Strahd can never truly die, is to make him suffer forever. So he's trying to do that, and by keeping him here in Barovia, he's doing that. Now, he may be misguided, and at the end of the combat, you saw somebody else, another knight of this order, someone who came and looked just like a White Walker. That was what we described him as. He's a undead creature as well, and he says that we have much to discuss. So Rufus also, luckily, gained a hit point. He rolled a nat 20 on a death save, so he was able to use Lay on Hands and bring Canas and Laurent back to life. In fact, just because Ireina had gotten the combat to end, it didn't actually mean that we weren't going to have any deaths. Rufus actually coming back to life was critical, because now you can easily lay on hands Tim and Canas, Laurent and Canas, and get everybody to safety. So that's what we're picking back up. Anything else I miss?
What a hero Rufus is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my next D&D character just Tim playing himself as Tim.
Yune is alive.
Yune is alive. Thank you.
I thought she died.
I'm back, Rufus. You can't get rid of me that easily.
Yeah. Just like Nass's ferret was alive that whole time.
Yeah. Do you want to explain to everybody, Stefano, what we found after the stream?
No. You can't.
Well, Stefano had a good observation. He said, in Icewind Dale, when my character was looking for Nass Lantamir, spoilers for Icewind Dale, if you want to skip a minute, you can. But when I was searching for Nass Lantamir and found out that she was DED dead, her familiar was still around, hanging out, the ferret. So how did that familiar stick around, but Yune wouldn't? So we just looked up the rule, and it says simply that there's no text about if you die, the familiar dies, or if you go down conscious, that the familiar dies. It simply says that the familiar can be dismissed, put into a pocket dimension, that if it dies, it takes damage and dies, it would be sent back to its own plane. And that's really it, right? Like, that's the only real way to get rid of it. So there's no reason why Yune would have gone down. In fact, if anything, Yune probably would have helped Dione try to drag bodies and get people to safety. So Yune is back, and we'll put her token right back on there. Welcome everybody in the chat. Good to see all of you. I see Tasman's here. Joy. We've got Jay Tyler's here. Oh, Jay Tyler, how's it going? Chris from Long Island. Excellent. Is the Red Lobster in Boston any different, Tim? That's his question.
It's not as good. I mean, like, if you're in Boston, Red Lobster is not your go-to for seafood, but Red Lobster is just not as good. That's it.
Yeah. New England's not really known for its lobster, so.
I mean, I'm more of a scallop guy myself anyway.
Maine is known for its lobster.
I'm not going to Maine. You can't pay me enough to go to Maine. The serial killer capital of the world? Yeah, okay.
Really?
Maybe. Feels like it should be. I don't know if it's true. Nobody can quote me on that. And anyone in Maine, I'm sorry in the chat.
Well, it's Stephen King's like home and where he bases.
I went to, total aside here, we were in Maine for a canoe trip, and my friends were like, "Do you want to go to the Stephen King house?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "We're gonna go anyway." And I sat in the car because I don't like Stephen King. On a personal level, I don't like Stephen King. I wouldn't even look at his house.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Does anybody else have any strong feelings about Stephen King?
Here's Johnny.
I love The Shining. Don't like Stephen King.
But the movie's awesome. The movie's awesome.
The Shining's fantastic. Great movie.
David in the chat says Stephen King ruined Maine's reputation.
Wow.
I will
I'm
say,
with him.
when I was in high school, I was like obsessed with Stephen King. I loved his books. As a
That's what
kid.
most high school girls say.
Indeed.
Which books did you read?
Oh God. I think I started with like the famous ones like Misery, Carrie. I really liked It, The Shining. Man,
See, I'm
so
just
long
a-
ago.
I'm just
Yeah.
a dude who watches the movies. That's I don't read.
I mean,
Those were
Yeah.
books. thought
Yeah, I
they were
know,
movies.
but
Yes.
I just watch the movies.
They're
Yeah.
books first.
I
Oh,
will
you
say,
did.
yeah, his writing style is like captivating. Like his imagery is like really like he's very good at written thrillers.
I
If
had
you like,
No
Yeah.
beef with Stephen King until he wrote a book called On Writing, and I was like, the arrogance, the hubris to be so good at writing. You write a book on writing, like the Greek god should smite you down. Yeah, that's the one. I can't stand it, and that's me ruined Stephen King right there.
Wow.
Oh, wait
All
a
you
second.
had to do was reach to your
Oh.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, wait
I
a second.
happened-
Mich-
it's part of my pile. You know, everyone has like a stack of books that they need to get through. It's in my queue.
That-
Don't bother. Don't bother.
That was crazy right here. Tim literally is like, I hate this book with a passion, and you have it right out of
In arm's
camera
reach.
shot.
It's on my bedside table.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I thought we weren't going to have an icebreaker, but I guess we did.
Anyone else got any fun
How you
things they
feel?
hate?
How you feel about Stephen King? That's our icebreaker tonight. Andrew didn't know that they were books. I have only seen the movies. Michelle is apparently a super fan, and Tim is about to defame him on live stream. Stefano, what about you? Do you have any particular feelings about Stephen King?
I find it interesting that the punk band Pennywise was named after Stephen King's It.
Oh, yeah, cool. All right, but that's not really a feeling about him, but we'll let it go.
Yeah, I couldn't care less about him.
All right, good.
All right, let's start, everybody. Let's go into
Oh.
Barovia.
Hello, Abbott.
No, that's Yune.
Darn it.
If you want to talk to the abbot, I can find him.
What do you
That's
think?
all right.
Okay.
All right, jump
ready
in.
to play? Let's
I
jump
can't wait
in
to,
here.
I can't wait to be in black and white. Hooray!
I want to talk to Sir Godfrey
Yeah.
Gwillin.
Yes, Godfrey. Yep. Let's do it. Let's jump into grayscale and start us off. I'm actually going to go straight into the roll 20. Here
I
we
like the name Godfrey. I think more people should be called Godfrey. Name
is
your
a good
children Godfrey, everybody.
go.
Everyone.
The good one.
You heard it here first.
Hello, Godfrey. It's a very nice name you have.
What would the nicknames be? I guess
God.
the nickname.
God.
My friends, my name is Godfrey.
Right.
My friends call me God.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me more.
So we talked about this already. We described Godfrey. Godfrey is a almost skeletal figure, but you can see that there's this, like, you know, he's got dead skin, zombified dead skin. In fact, there's patches of it where it looks like it's even frostbitten, especially on his nose. And he's dressed very similar to that of both the phantom warriors that you fought, who were summoned basically by Vladimir, but also Vladimir himself. They're servants, clearly, of Argynvost and the Silver Dragon Knight. Our Silver Dragon Knights. You can see he actually has, Godfrey has a great sword, I think, as well, similar to, or maybe it's a long sword for him. I think Vladimir had a great sword, but he wields a long sword, and he looks rather regal, despite his undead appearance. And he will beckon you forward towards this private room just off of Vladimir's throne area. And you said to him, Canas, you're looking forward to talking with him. And he says, we have much to discuss. Please, hurry. There's not much time.
Rush the heck out of that room and follow him.
All right, great. Everybody follow suit now that you are awake and have some hit points?
Yes.
Okay, great. The door is open. You can move yourselves in. So the
I'm
area that...
still- Oh.
Oh, you're
Am I
large.
still extra large?
I believe it lasts for a minute, so yeah, probably. Do you
Alright,
want to be?
Sweet. Yeah, as long as possible. I'm loving it.
Okay, great.
Stomping around.
You can stay large, yeah. Which is, you might only be a little bigger than the people here. It's more about width than height.
Mhm. Yes, because my height and width are the same. So
Yeah.
it's like, yes. Okay, very good.
So you walk in and you see through the dust and cobwebs a faded war banner adorning the wall of this spacious chamber, the center of which stands a heavy wooden table. An iron chandelier hangs above the table, which is surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs with wood-carved dragons perched atop them. Slumped in the chair now is Sir Godfrey Willem, and he sits down at the end of the table and offers you all a seat. He says, "Be quick. The revenants will be here soon. You made quite a noise in Vladimir's chamber."
This. Go ahead. Sorry.
What revenants? The ones that we were just fighting?
Oh, no. You fought Sir Vladimir Horngard. He is the leader of our Order of the Silver Dragon. But he's not the only one who has a grudge with Strahd.
Oh.
I am in that category with him, as some of our other knights who have faced undeath with us. They're down below in the other chambers. I'm certain that your arrival has alerted them. They should be here soon.
Are they going to hurt us?
They will. They'll try to kill you, as Vladimir does not seem to take too well to visitors.
Why would they want to hurt us?
They've lost their minds, he says, and it's like his thought kind of fades off. Or what's left of them, I should say. For some reason, I still can think clearly. I can see a vision. Strahd needs to be defeated. Vladimir has resorted to his throne. He has no interest anymore. He's given up. It saddens me so.
What makes
So,
you unique among the knights?
I'm not quite sure. For the longest time, I thought it was the love that that Vladimir and I shared for each other that kept us sane. But I'm not so sure anymore.
So what is it you wanted to discuss before the revenants show up?
The only way to free us from our curse, free Vladimir and the rest of the revenants, is to light the beacon of Argynvost.
Why would we? What beacon is this?
He says, many years ago, when Argynvost ruled the valley, and Strahd was very angry about this, when Argynvost was here leading us, we feared no one. We did not fear Strahd himself. But his forces overwhelmed us. They swept into the valley. His reinforcements killed many of our knights. They even overwhelmed Argynvost. The forces that were slain on the battlefield were forced into undeath just like me, just like the rest of the revenants. They killed Argynvost, hacked him to pieces, stripped him to the bone, and they took his skull as a trophy. Our mausoleum only carries the bits of fragments of his skeleton that we could find, but his skull is what was truly missing. Strahd keeps this in his castle. He uses it as a decoration.
So, what's this got to do with a beacon?
There's a great beacon atop this mansion, this fort. When the beacon was lit and Argynvost ruled, it was a symbol of hope to all the people of Barovia. The beacon could be seen from nearly every settlement in the valley. The village of Valaki, Kresk, Berez. Even the villagers in the village of Barovia said that they could have seen it on a dark night. It was our sun where there was no sun. I'm certain that Argynvost's spirit is trapped here in these halls. I have no doubt you've seen it. And he looks to, I think it was Rufus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rufus, who saw the shadow in the wall, right?
I saw a shadow.
Yes, that is Argynvost. He's trapped here. We need to free his spirit. He needs to be let go. When he does, we will all be at rest. And at this point, you can actually hear like a pounding sound, like a door being slammed against somewhere in the chamber below you. Sorry, I realized that my Roll20 wasn't really centered there. Apologize to all the viewers. And so from the south here, you can hear like a door being pounded.
Take us to the beacon. We will light it.
He says, I can take you to the beacon, but it will not light. Without the helm or the head of Argynvost in the mausoleum, the ritual cannot be completed.
Go.
You
That's
need
in
the
Ravenloft.
You need the skull in Castle Ravenloft.
Exactly. Precisely. Do this for us, please. Release the spirit of the great worm, and we will be no longer bound to this place.
We will do this, but see this sword hilt I have.
And you hear
This
pounding more
sword of
again.
sun. I need to activate this sword to infuse it with the power of the sun. Do you know how I might do this? This will help us get the skull.
Do you show it? You take it out
Yeah.
and show it to him?
Yeah.
You take it out and show it to him, and he almost like he flinches at it completely, puts his hands up, and he says, I'm sorry. In my life, I would have loved to have held that sword. I've heard stories about it. The sword of sunlight, is it not?
It is.
The undead nature of me now recoils just at the sight of it. How strange.
But-
If you seek to light that sword, there is no doubt in my mind that the beacon of Argynvost, when it is lit, it can produce the flame you need. The spirit of the mighty worm will enter that sword.
You realize that you're asking us to go to Castle Ravenloft, though, and how that's nigh impossible for us to do.
If you truly wish to slay the devil, you will need that weapon.
Somehow I felt that Castle Ravenloft would be the last place on our journey, but it seems we must enter it before we finish our journey.
And
We
the
have
pounding...
Two things.
Roll initiative,
So-
everybody, as the door breaks open somewhere
so-
in the other hall.
So we
Great.
should get out of here.
Back door it is, huh?
Roll initiative.
What's through this window?
It's a 4-story fall.
Featherfall.
For one of you, yeah.
I don't have Featherfall.
Oh.
There's no way.
Ireina gets a, low 4.
I got a nat 1.
Okay, so
Ooh,
Ireina
weird.
gets a 5 total. Rufus
3.
gets a nat 1.
I got a 3 actually. 2.
A 3? Okay.
Got an 8.
Laurent got an 11.
Dione got a 17.
So it looks like Dione gets the highest, 17. Laurent at an 11. Canas at an 8. Ireina at a 5. And some creatures in between. All right, so the door, you hear the door shattering, some sort of wooden door splintering, opens somewhere down the hall, but Dione, you can act first.
So you said we hear it coming from the south of us?
Mhm.
Okay. I suggest that perhaps we make our escape. And
Wait.
Dione's just gonna... What, sorry?
Godfrey just says, wait, please, you must help us.
We will. But We have to go to Castle Ravenloft, so we've got to get out of here first.
Yes, look at my friends, they are not well. And like Dione gestures towards the other guys who I assume are at like 2 HP or whatever. We're all like staggering. So perhaps, if anything, we can find a more defensible position. And I'm gonna scooch on over to the north.
Sure.
Yeah. I guess that was like a 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 5. I'll wedge my massive girth through the door.
That's a window.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. I
You
won't
wanna-
go through that.
We
Not
got this door.
There is a door
Okay.
there, yeah, to the right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Who can I'll just open the door then. And hey, there's nothing in here. Just
Well-
kidding. It is only a closet.
That's not true. There's not nothing in there. There is a couple things in there. I'll tell you.
Okay.
It is a closet. It is a closet, but it's a dusty closet that has a slender window set into the north wall.
Fantastic. It is a closet and another window. It looks like we are stuck. I
yep.
don't know. I feel like I've used up my 6 seconds of time walking
Okay.
around the table.
You could
looking
ready
at the
an
closet,
attack
right?
if you'd like, Michelle.
Yeah, that's great. I would love to ready an attack with a short sword if anyone comes within reach.
Okay. All right, great. And then we'll jump to Laurent.
Is this a fireplace over here?
It is.
If I'm to walk up to it and look down the chimney or the flue or whatever you want to call it, is there any chance of a regular-sized human sneaking down that way, or not really?
It would be tight. It would be tight. I mean, you could do it. I would make you have to make checks. You'd go slow, but you could do it.
Okay, I'm gonna announce. If we need
Are
to
you
get out,
looking
this
to
is.
go- Are you looking to go up, though?
Oh, if we even better if we can go up.
That's what I'm asking, because the chimney is going to go up.
Oh, I thought it might be like a multi-floor chimney, and it might go down as well.
Like Death House.
It is not. It is not.
It does not go down; it only goes up.
Only goes up.
All right,
What
well,
goes up must come down.
if we need to go up slowly, we can certainly climb up the chimney, the old Saint Nicholas style.
If you're looking to get to the beacon. This is Godfrey speaking. He asks you, are you looking to get to the beacon?
Oh, yeah, was that a question? Yes.
He says, there are stairwells just out to the right and left.
Is the pounding coming from this door yet, or is it not
It's
yet?
coming.
This hall?
It's coming from where you probably would need to go if you're looking to go to the beacon. Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm gonna just. I'm not gonna go first. I don't have a lot of health. I'll position myself next to the door, though. Certainly.
Do you want to look out the door and see what's going on?
Yeah, I'll take a little sneaky look.
Okay, move your token into the hallway just so you can see.
Sure.
At the end of the hall. Oh, you're a human.
I probably don't see much at all, honestly.
You can see like a silhouette of an undead creature approaching, but it's so dark you can only see like just a faint outline of them.
Is any of this rubble, by any chance, metal?
No.
Oh, darn it. All right, I will say the coast is clear, and I'm gonna. That's probably the end of my movement, is getting like right about to there.
You can go back in the room if you want. I said you only peeked your head out if you don't want to be in the hall.
No, I would like it to not be in the hall. That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay. Now you can see, though, because the creature is going to move, and it makes itself visible, and it'll double move to the door. It is a undead Knight of the Dragon, and it's got a long sword, and it's chasing after you. It's much more, like, decomposed. It looks like it's, like, maddened by whatever curse is upon it to keep it on this land. Like the eyes are looking all different ways. It sees you, but it's like instead like more like a traditional zombie, kind of like gargling, like
Yeah.
and it's ready to attack you with its sword.
Oh,
But it had to double move.
If the door is not shut, I would like that door slammed shut.
You could shut it, yeah.
Yo, yeah. Let's shut that door.
We'll say that just because for the thematic element of it, it was running, and you just peeked out, and you just got there and closed the door right in time.
The old Scooby-Doo style, close the
Yeah.
door on the monster.
Yeah. And then you'll hear like a big pounding sound of the blade up against the door, like a thunk. And it's going to be a shining moment for sure here.
I'm triggered.
All right, let's go to Canas.
Okay. I'm sorry. What did I miss? There's a staircase. Where's the staircase?
Outside where the creature is.
Bad news. The staircase is in the hallway. Good news. If you want to climb up the chimney, you can go that way.
Ah. Yune, see what's up the chimney. Yune flies up the chimney.
You got it, Canas. I'm on it.
What do we got up there?
Yune flies all the way up, and I guess you're still within 100 feet. So you could telepathically communicate. And she'll say,
Canas. It's a rooftop. Wide open. I think I see that thing they were talking about. The bacon or something?
How far up did you have to fly to get there? You've lost communication.
I'm thinking, Canas. I'm not quite sure. Not that long. I got up here in about 6 seconds.
Spatial reasoning.
Okay.
But I think I see it. I think I see the bacon.
It appears that Yune may see the bacon or the beacon. I'm not sure if there's bacon cooking or beacons. But if we can climb up this chimney, maybe we can avoid the creatures. I do
There's
not know
also
if this is possible.
big weapons, Canas. Big, huge weapons.
Big, huge. Are they being swung at you?
No, they're like giant crossbows.
Oh, ballistae maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Lot of rubble, lot of ruins.
and that's her.
This is a great
successor.
conversation. Hey, Godfrey, we will help you. Can you help us get up this chimney?
I cannot help you get up the chimney, and I wish I could defend you in this moment, as I feel that you are my only hope at freeing our souls. But I cannot fight against my brethren.
I see. Well, thank you very much. This has been an enlightening conversation. I'm going to attempt to climb up the chimney.
Okay, give me an athletics check for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I could say acrobatics, but it's not.
Oh my god, it's an 8.
You're sliding down, back down, soot all over you, old 100-year-old soot.
I
Gross.
did not get a running start that time.
Yeah, you're stuck down at the bottom, unfortunately. This is too it's a very tight crawl, so it's going to be hard. But you have anything else to do on your turn? Any actions, bonus actions?
Yeah, I guess
technically
that
would
was
be your
just my movement. I will prepare a sacred flame if they get through the door.
So technically, to climb something like this, it's not just like
It's an action.
would be your action. So if you have something that's a bonus action to do, you could.
Nothing that I can currently think of.
Okay,
Actually, I'll heal myself.
there you go.
Great. 3
Oh,
hit
3.
points. That's going to do a whole lot.
You never know.
Big day.
By the way, Canas, Stefano, can you see Yune's token?
Yeah.
So I'll put her up at the chimney and let you see what she sees.
Oh. Cool.
So our viewers can see through your eyes, I guess.
That is for
And that's
sure
what she
a
sees.
rooftop. That will not that will not help us get out.
No, the beacon, as she referred to it, though, would be somewhere over here. This area right here,
Got it.
the beacon.
Interesting.
All right. Okay, so now we go back to the group down here. Ireina, then Rufus. Ireina says, Godfrey, is there any other way out of this place? And he says, you can get out through one of the stairwells. He says, if you let the creature in, I'll try to interpose myself, you can make your escape. I do urge you, please, bring back Argynvost's skull. She nods and looks at the group, and she's like, all right, we're ready to open the door. And she goes over there and gets ready to open it when it would be appropriate. Rufus, what do you do?
I'm going to go here. I'm going to say, when the creature opens the door, dash. When the creature opens it, am I allowed to do this? When the creature's going to door, I want a ready action dash. To run past it when I can and go to the stairwell.
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I guess we'll have Godfrey get ready to sort of interpose himself. He technically cannot attack his brethren, so he will not actually be able to hit them or fight against them. But we'll see. All right, so we go to the top of the order here. Dione, it would be you.
All right. Dione's gonna lumber up behind this waiting queue. And say, okay, I am ready to lumber a little more quickly. I will defend you if needed. I think I am in a little better shape than the rest of you. So she'll wield her short swords. Yes. And once again, ready up an attack should anyone approach any of us.
Ireina could open the door at any time, so do you want her to open it now before Dione ends her turn, or?
Oh, no, I guess basically, when she opens the door, at that point, maybe, ideally the attack goes off, and then Dione shuffles through with the rest of them. Does that make sense?
Sure. You might have to make yourself normal size again to slip past him.
Okay. I'll be normal size. I don't know how to do that.
Oh,
I
got you.
Thank you.
All right.
Once again, a small boulder.
So, question to the group. Do you want Ireina to let the door open?
Can I heal myself a little bit first?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Can I heal myself?
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome.
Well, hold on.
Great.
Rufus, you had a ready to action. So I don't know that
okay.
you can use an action to do it. Yeah.
I won't do that.
All right, I'm good with a 13, 2 8s, 2 1s.
What did you cast? Cure Wounds?
I did.
Okay, great. All right. Let's go to next up would be Laurent. Would be the creature. It's going to try to open the door, although it's going to be hard because we have 3 individuals kind of there blocking the way. So we'll roll a strength check to see if it can possibly do it. And it rolls an 8. I guess it has to be Ireina or Laurent. Who has a better strength here?
I only have a +1.
Plus 0 for Ireina, so she'll aid you. You can hold the door.
All right, so a strength roll. Let's see.
You got to beat an 8.
I did not beat an 8.
With advantage, I remember
With
Ireina's
advantage.
holding it. With
Okay, let's go with advantage. We can be an 8 here. We can definitely. That was a D6. Sorry.
3.
It's a D6.
I'm killing it here. Hold on. Now we beat an 8. Okay, now we're up to a 19.
Okay, so the creature
Huzzah.
tries to push the door open, and it's no avail. You hold tight. All right, let's keep going here. We go to Canas.
What are we doing here? I thought we were trying to open the door and run past.
Ireina says, I can open it now. The creature has just tried to open it. I could try to throw its timing off.
Well, I thought that Godfrey was going to try to interpose himself between us and the creature to give us a better shot at escaping.
He will.
Well, no time like the present.
Ireina says, here we go. And opens the door. Before you, you can see this horrific creature, this undead creature with a only sole purpose of following Vladimir Horngard and keeping Strahd in misery. We are going to allow for a lot of ready to actions to go off. So, Rufus, Ireina opens it with her ready to action. Rufus, your ready to action will go. Godfrey will move into the area with the creature. Again, not really trying to push it. The creature itself also cannot attack Godfrey, so they have this awkward moment where it's like I'm going this way. No, are you going this way? I'm going this way. And that will give Rufus a chance to get out without an attack of opportunity. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Here we go. 5.
That's
10,
basically mechanically how I'm
15.
playing it.
And I'm going to
You
use...
said the left or right, right? 15, 25.
Yeah, you
can I
can-
go through this door?
Yeah, move your token so you can see a little better. So
Yeah.
that's like a veil or like a what do we call it? A curtain.
Just smash through it.
It's not. Yeah, you don't need to smash. You can just grab at it, and you can see that it opens to a stairwell that leads down.
Oh, start to descend the stairwell.
Yeah,
I'm
and
going to use my movement as well.
go for it. The creature now, gets its footing and finds a way around Godfrey, so it moves to the side. And now anybody that would like to pass it, because you don't have readied actions, you may take attacks of opportunity. All right, so now we go to... Oh, Dione, you had a readied action to run, didn't you?
I did.
So you can move as well.
Okay, sweet. A single move or a double?
Correct, a single move, yeah.
Single.
Because it's
So
the
one.
action move.
Got it. I'm using my double move because it was my turn. And on the way, I'm going to be like, Yune, fly down to the bottom and meet us there.
Okay. So Andrew and Rufus and Dione get one movement towards the stairwell. Canas gets 2 movements because it is your turn, and then Laurent, you're unfortunately stuck there with Ireina, I believe, right?
Yeah, because I used my last action to heal myself.
Okay. Ireina looks at you and she says, "Oh, Canas, you double move. You're good."
Yeah.
Okay. Ireina looks at you and looks at your condition, and she says, "Get to the bottom. I'll draw its attacks." And she runs out past Godfrey, and unfortunately, we'll try to draw. She's going to try to kite it this way towards the door it came from. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The thing will take an attack at her. She gets to the door, which is big. So she goes all the way to the door here, and she screams out again to Laurent, "Run, Laurent, run!" And we'll do an attack on Ireina from the creature.
She's going the wrong way.
Well,
Yeah, she's trying to draw its attention away.
Is this Ireina sacrificing herself?
I don't think she wants... Oh my god, maybe it is. Jesus.
It's Irena's moment. Oh, what is it, a crit?
It's a crit.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Well, she's still got a lot of hit points. She'll be right.
I mean, we don't know how strong this knight dude is.
Yeah, you might be. Ooh.
Oh man.
I gotta do math.
That's always a good sign for
That's
Irina.
never a good sign.
I wonder how it would affect Strahd if, like, his Tatiana were dead.
Well, she is alive, and just for the value of the stream, hold on. Okay. So I've got Irena's stats on a piece of paper because I'm doing it a little differently than the game. And you can all see that Ireina has 31 hit points normally. I don't know if you can see it actually because I can't.
I'm just stressing
31 hit points. There's Irena's stat block, by the way. So there you go. You can all see it. It's a very basic stat block, all the things she can do. But HP 31. So this thing just did... I'm actually getting... My chair's falling down here. This thing just did, and I'm going to look and make sure I'm 100% right here, 27 damage, which does take her down to 0. She was at 10 left. So that does not kill her outright, because it does 27. She has far more than that. But it's a critical hit, and it does hit her, and she does go down, and she'll fall here in the hallway.
Yikes.
Great.
Yeah, that was a bad break, actually. She probably was going to escape on this thing had she not. So, but she tried to take the attack of opportunity from Laurent.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but
So. Anyway,
that's a whole thing.
I mean, good
Yeah.
news, bad news. This thing doesn't have a reaction anymore.
That's why she did it. So Godfrey will look at you and says, "Free yourself. Run. I'll bring the girl to you."
Does that seem totally true? Is he like? I
you
have
make
no
an
reason to
insight?
not believe him. Yeah, I'm gonna run.
Do you have
Yeah,
any way to heal her at all?
I
or
do.
no?
On the way out, can I use my action to? Yeah, I'll cast a third level healing word on her.
Okay, gotcha. That's the
I'm
range
sorry,
one,
third
right?
level cure wounds is an action.
You have to touch her though.
You're right.
You
so
could
we're
do
gonna
that. I think.
Healing word is not a touch.
Healing word is not touch.
It's
Yeah.
a word.
Yeah, but you do pass her. You could
Grab
touch her and then run. This thing has no reactions though.
Yeah, let's do that then for sure. If I can get more health into her, if that's better for everyone.
All right, go ahead.
3d8 plus 4, 18, and because I use my spell focus, I can add a d6 to healing.
Okay.
So hold on, just 1 second here. Let's see, d6. So 18 plus 5 up to 23.
Okay. That's a good number for her.
Yeah.
She will open her eyes, gasp for air, and see you. And as you start to run, she's like, "I'll meet you." And she like sees this massive wound that you've now like started to close up right across her chest. She's like, "I'll meet you there." And Godfrey is doing his best to get in between her and the Revenant. All right. So you move the rest of your movement. Can you get to the stairwell?
Yeah, because I was right in the door.
Yeah, okay, good. Gotcha. So yeah, Godfrey is getting in the way and he's trying to do his best to reason with this creature that he once knew, long ago. They were brethren in this this order that they're from. He's trying his best to calm the creature down. The rest of you start to head down the steps, and I'll just move you to the other map because that is unfortunately it's 4 floors. The first 2 floors are on one map, the other 2 are on the one we're on.
What about Ireina?
Well, you can.
Just like,
She's coming, but it's up to you. I don't think Rufus would even know what happened to her.
Yeah.
because presumably I would have been the last one down.
Yeah. So I'm going to take your tokens and move you. You would be coming down this stairwell over here. So across the big opulent hall. And I'm going to put Canas in the front because you would have had a longer lead. Laurent, you're still in the stairwell. You're coming down. And Rufus and Dione, you're at the landing. So you're here. All right, so we'll go jump back into combat or into order here. It would be Rufus.
Where's Ireina?
She's not there yet. She would be still upstairs.
Yeah, maybe he says that.
Yeah, do you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you guys can all converse.
She's on her way down. She's coming down right now. You will see Laurent booking it down the stairs.
She's coming.
Yelling. She's on the way.
Alright, then I'll move 5, I guess this way. 5, 10, 15, 20. So we're at the bottom of the stairwell, right?
You're not at the bottom of every stairwell. You're on the second floor. So where it says here open to below, that's the floor you came in
I see
on.
where we are.
Mhm.
So I'll dash 20. I've lost track of how far I've moved.
It looks like
5, 10, 15,
30?
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I go down to the bottom of the stairs down there.
Okay. As you passed the steps, and I'm just going to put your token here for a second, you can see coming around the corner is another one of those creatures.
Oh god. Well, I can't do anything but try and book it more.
Yep, that's fine. You can get down to the bottom of the steps, and Rufus...
So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's
all right,
all I
we
can
go
do.
to the... Yep, so your AC increases. Dione, we're going to go with you next.
Okay, I think I'm gonna follow Rufus's plan here with booking it. So that's
Yep.
40.
Your dark vision can see the creature. I know that you probably can't see because of the light restrictions of the map, but your character could have seen this creature hiding here in the back corner, but from where you came out on the landing.
Okay, and that, like, clearly we're making noise and it knows we're there, right? Like, we're not stealthing in the least.
Correct. Yeah.
So I'll call
Correct.
back to the people behind me and I'll say, "Be careful. There is another monster over there. He's hiding."
I see it.
Yeah, to the opposite side, just making sure everyone is aware. All right, so that was 45, 50, I believe. 55, 60. I think that puts me here.
You would be next to Rufus because you were adjacent to him before. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. We running.
All right. Then we go to Laurent.
I will also keep running. Is Ireina behind me yet?
She is not. She goes after Canas.
Can I hold my action until I see her?
You can.
I'd like
Your action
yeah.
be to run?
I can't hold movement and action, can I?
No. So you should move maybe and hold the run? But that's up to you. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'll move, and I will just move as far as I can, and keeping an eye on that staircase.
Okay. So move your token.
That's about as far as my human eyes can see.
Yeah. Okay. And you heard Dione say something about a creature on the other side of the stairs, but you can't see it.
Yeah. I can't
All
see
right.
anything. I've got no eyes. I've got terrible vision.
Laurent and Canas, the two of you hear someone coming down the steps, and as you turn to look, you see that revenant get to the bottom of the stairwell with his movement.
That's not Ireina at all.
No. Canas, it's your turn.
Where's Ireina?
I swear she was right behind me.
Well, shoot. What can I do? Well, I'll try to hit it with a sacred flame at least. Try to weaken it.
Sure. What is the save on that? Wisdom?
15. Yeah.
The creature gets a 21.
Aha. Perfect.
It will deflect that flame.
Well,
what
then.
do you do?
I have thoroughly distracted it. I'll just start going down the stairs, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, great. So you join Dione kind of at the foot of the stairs and Rufus at the foot of the stairs. Then we go to, it would be Irena's turn. And she would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. Okay. Laurent, I'm sorry, but you do not see Ireina.
Yeah, no. And that was my held action, so that just expires.
Mm-hmm. So it would go to Rufus next, and then it would be top of the order, Dione. Oh, the other creature is going to move, actually, too. So the other creature moves, and it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. And we'll attack Dione.
Oh,
And
geez.
one on Laurent. Not Laurent, Canas. Get 2 attacks. So the first attack on Dione. 12 does not hit you, I believe.
Does not hit.
And a nat 1 on Canas.
Ooh.
A 12
Miracle.
and a nat 1.
It's a miracle.
That is pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Also, what I love is, you know this. I hate when I roll dice and it like gets something that would be suspicious. Like right now, you're all really injured.
Yeah.
If I rolled and I was like, oh, got a 1, I feel like there'd be a little suspicion. I miss and a nat 1. but the viewers can see it. It's there. It's 12 and an 8. And I don't think that would hit either of you, would it?
It's the crit that's suspicious.
The Ireina
The crit on Ireina? No, it's all been... Trust me, that's the last thing I want to happen to Ireina. Possibly her die. Oh man, that would suck. Like, I'd be sad.
It would just be like,
Be really tough to explain a lot of other plot points.
Strahd's like, all right.
Go back to the abbot. What happened to Ireina? Well, they killed her.
Well, her face could be his now.
Ah, you
that's a
can
good
get abbot
point.
if she's
We
dead.
should- if she dies, I'm taking that face.
Okay,
Jesus.
okay. Texas Chainsaw
Yeah,
Massacre
that's
over
not-
here, huh?
That's not
Wow.
happening.
Say, no,
That sounds
mom
like a
kills
Stephen-
kids. Well,
Stephen
Canas
King
take
novel.
people's faces, so
That's a plot from a Stephen King novel, I'm sure.
It is.
But Laurent or Tim won't read it. So, all right, Ireina, Rufus. Yeah, it's Rufus' turn.
Okay, you want to move me down below because I'm down below?
Actually, your token is actually already down below.
Oh.
We could go down to the bottom now and just put the tokens and mimic it all here. So like Dione was here, Canas is here, and Laurent is like somewhere over here, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that could
I
work. We
see.
could just mimic the bottom to the top.
All right. Well, I guess I'll move. I'll continue moving, trusting that Ireina is coming. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to move here, and my friends flee, and I'm going to take the dodge action.
All right. You can dodge right there in the open, and everybody else, it's up to you how to move. Laurent, this is a balcony here. You could jump over it, just letting you know. So these dotted lines represent the balcony. It would be a 20-foot fall. So you'd have if you fall, it'd be like 2 damage dice. I don't know how many hit points you have, but just letting you know your options. And then we go to Dione, top of the order.
All right. Okay, I'm going to use my action to disengage from the Revenant. And then I will follow Rufus and say, yes, good idea. Run! Shoop, shoop, shoop.
And you could dash as well if you'd like,
After
'Cause you're-
disengaging?
because you're a rogue.
Rogue action.
Oh, yeah, I am a rogue. I'm sorry. I forgot. I was thinking of bear, and I was like, oh, no, that's my regular action. Just kidding, I'm going to dash.
It is tough playing 2 characters like back to back in a week, right?
Right, yeah, especially because this week is like consecutive days.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I running to? Out the door? Freedom! Sweet. Out the door it is. Let's
Ireina and Yune
go.
Ireina and Yune are not necessarily there. That's their tokens from before.
Oh, okay. It's like Irena's body just like appears. Alright, cool. So I guess I'll stand, by the door. I'll like hold it open and say, quickly, run, run! Frantically gesticulating.
Yune will be there though. Yune's there perched on top of the dragon.
Oh, hello. Anyway, run, quickly!
All right. Let's go to Laurent.
I would like to take a running leap towards the Revenant and then jump off the balcony.
Okay.
Whoa.
Do you want
Deal.
to try to use your action to like soften the blow or something like that?
If I can, right? If this is a pillar next to me, can I try and slide down the pillar a little bit?
Sure. Give me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Oh boy, I am bad at those things. Let's see. 11 acrobatics.
Yeah, we'll say that you can slide down and you'll only take 1 fall damage. So you tend to just basically get down without totally messing this one up.
Nice.
So you'll take 5 fall damage as you land at the bottom of the pillar.
Just roll my ankles a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. All right. And do you want to continue moving?
Yeah, I can. If that was 3, do I lose any movement on the slide? What, like 5 feet of movement or something?
Actually, yeah. Technically, you would fall. Oh no, you at least got a 10. So you're not on the ground. You just took the damage. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm going to use my next 3 movements, 1, 2, 3, to try and book to the door.
All right. And then we go to the Revenant that came down the stairwell. That one's going to move. That goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. It can get to right about here on the stairs. Now there's 2 of them. The other one goes at the end of the order. Canas, it'll be your turn.
I will disengage and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll heal myself a little bit more, and then I'm out of heals.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Crushing it with these heals.
And then it would be the other one. And go right to here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And we'll throw an attack on Laurent. Laurent, you do get hit. Not a crit, but a hit.
Nice. Thank God.
16 damage. I think that puts you down.
Oh my god.
Correct?
That what?
Does that put you down, or are you still awake?
I've got 1 HP.
You're kidding me.
I've got
Wow.
exactly 1.
Wow. He'll attack
That's
you
my-
again.
Oh God! I should have just said I was down. Can I use a reaction?
Sure. What do you want to do?
Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and second level Hellish Rebuke it for some fire damage. That's 20 fire damage.
Wow.
Or it's gotta make
that's-
a Dexterity saving throw. I'm sorry, Dexterity saving throw of 15 or 20.
Yeah, not his best, so it might work. He fails, so he take the full 20. Wow. Nice. He'll recoil at that, and then he'll attack again. And
Yeah.
he does hit you, and it will do 12 damage, which puts you
No, I'm down.
unconscious.
Yeah.
But he does, he took a lot of damage there. So now we go to Rufus. Your turn.
It's me, not Ireina.
Ireina is going. She's going in her turn already. I know
Oh.
where she's going.
Well, I will heal Laurent. Lord infuse him.
Okay. How much?
And I'll give him. I'll give him 5 lay on hand points,
Thank you.
and then I will move 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I'll move to here.
All right, and then we go to top of the order, Dione, Laurent.
Oof. I guess they're gonna draw attacks on their next turns.
Well, we're gonna
The-
disengage.
You're gonna disengage.
Well, I'm gonna disengage.
Do you guys go before the Revenant?
Yeah, he just went.
Sweet. Okay.
The problem for Laurent is going to be that he's on the floor, so he has to stand up.
Uh-huh.
To be half my movement.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I have
Unless
I
he
have
can-
something that I could try, but it could be bad if it doesn't work.
Oh,
Okay.
It's a very
Ah.
small, simple move.
25 around. Okay. What if I move 25 feet and I come back inside to where Laurent is and I just start dragging him? I drag him backwards.
the way I usually do it, and we've done this in many occasions, is it would take every step you take dragging or moving somebody
He's halved.
is half your movement, so kind of like makes it difficult terrain. So if you wanted to do that, what's the max total that you could move?
30. Or if
30.
I'm dashing, 60.
And I guess bonus action is
Yeah,
Did
you
we
could
say
actually
we
move
can-
90.
90.
Yeah.
Well, snap. I used 25 to get to Laurent. So if I have 90 total,
You
then
can go
that
right
gives
back up.
me 65 left. Just drag him out the door.
So you can go 30 more with him then.
Oh, right. 30 more with him. Nonetheless, I think that gets me out the door, yeah?
It's at the very least gets Laurent close enough let's see, 30 feet. Yep, it's the door. Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
let's
rescue
go.
time. Rescue
I'm not
time.
helping you get back up. I'm just dragging you out there. All
Yep.
right, so I'll like grab his arms and just haul him, like slide him backwards.
Yeah, and I know
All the
this
way
thing.
out.
I know this thing doesn't get an attack opportunity because it's not Laurent's movement; it's forced movement on him. But at the same time, I imagine this thing is like and slams its sword down right in between Laurent's legs as you pull him away.
Oh, okay. That's
Glad I missed.
cool.
Glad I missed. Really glad I missed.
And as we walk away, I will say to the Revenant, "Ah, good try, but your mother was an hamster and your father smelled of elderberries." And I will sprint away in triumph with Laurent's arms.
The other one double moves to Canas. It has to go 35 feet to get to you, so unfortunately it can't attack. And then it would be Canas. Are you disengaging?
I am.
All right. Then you are free, and these creatures stop at the doorway. They do not approach the door. They stay, and then they start to sulk away.
This place
And that's
is
the
scary.
end of combat. All right. You're outside in the cold, dark night. The brisk air feels good through this chase through the halls of Argynvostholt. You see Yune atop the statue, Canas.
Canas,
Have you?
I thought you were dead.
Well, so did I. I thought you were dead.
No, I'll never die, Canas. Not while I've got you. You're my hope, my beacon, or bacon.
Well, thank you, Yune. Have you seen Ireina?
I can do a sweep around the building.
Sure. Quickly.
Yune.
If you see any creatures, just come back. Well, actually, if you see any creatures threatening your life, then just come right back.
Yune flies off into the night. All right. You can discuss, debrief.
Where did she go?
Where's Ireina?
Am I still down, or has that been healed yet?
I healed you 5 hit points.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Then I will explain. Ireina, she, as soon as we left the room, she went to distract the first Revenant, and then the knight said he would bring her down to us, and then the Revenant came down the stairs instead of her.
Perhaps she's come down a different way.
I sure hope so.
Is
Otherwise,
Yune-
we've got a big problem.
Yune has gone to look for her, I heard.
Yes, a quick sweep around the building.
So if Ireina is making her way out, will the monsters not kill her? Have we doomed her to certain death?
It sounded like the knight upstairs was going to try and help her escape. Whether he's able to or not, I think is another problem. But he said he was going to help.
I mean, again, she was healed by you. She could have come down the stairs of her own volition.
I mean, if she saw the Revenant chase me, she may have assumed that there was a better option elsewhere.
Well, we know this old statue is nothing. So perhaps we wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think knowing that the Revenants didn't rush back into the hold immediately, I think it's safe to assume that they don't know where she is either.
Bob, if I like put my ear up against the door, not opening, just like listening from the outside, do I hear Irena's voice at all, or like anything that sounds like Ireina?
You
Even
don't,
something?
but you I would say maybe the doors would be closed. Maybe those revenants closed them, and you hear them maybe sliding their feet. You know, the sounds of their gurgling getting more distant. No check needed for that.
Okay.
I healed myself 5 hit points.
Okay, yeah, you can do any of those sort of like out of combat actions at your will. Yune will come back.
Laurent,
Laurent.
Yes.
Canas,
You can say
Yes.
weird to be addressed by Dione, but have the answer.
Rufus. Dione. All of my friends.
Where is she? Where is she? Hurry, speak.
I found her.
Where?
He's in the graveyard.
In the back.
Mm-hmm.
Lead us, I'll follow you. Quickly.
All right.
And Yune flies back over the castle.
I'll follow it. I'll follow him.
Over the
I start
castle?
running. I start running around the castle.
Which direction do you go?
Oh god.
Counterclockwise.
It goes straight across the castle?
This way.
You told
The
Yune
top?
to go, and she'll follow. So Yune flew
Stupid thing.
up and over.
What is wrong with your familiar? Just
What's
no
wrong with
time
you?
for nonsense.
Okay. All right. I guess we're following the path.
So we're going
Can't you
south.
control it.
Following
where
the
you're going?
path. Following the path. Following the
Follow
path.
the yellow brick
Let me
path.
describe what you see here, because there's a couple of things. So you decide which way you want to go.
Where'd you
So
go,
as you
guys?
turn-
I've lost you. Did you go south?
Counterclockwise, yeah. South.
Oh, what's in here?
As you turn to the south of this large mansion, you see the rubble and the damage that has most likely been here for centuries, but it's pretty bad. This, you can see there's a ruined stable. Like the blackened beams of a wooden stable is still there, the remnants of a stone foundation. You can almost see the rectangular shape of where the building once stood. Looming above that, though, to the north, is the partially collapsed south end of the mansion. And all three of the floors that you could be on, not including the roof, are exposed to the elements. And you remember this, actually. When you were on the third floor, before you encountered Vladimir, you saw this wreckage. So,
I don't care about this. I just keep running.
okay. What are your passive perceptions, all of you?
18.
14.
12.
14. Dionys is high.
Iones is high. Everyone else is not great.
What'd you say it was,
Especially when
Dione?
it comes 18, but like with advantage also with hearing and smelling.
Yeah, I forget. What is advantage? Is it +5? I think disadvantage is -5. I think that's what it is. So you would have a 23.
I guess. Yeah. With specifically hearing and smelling
Yeah, okay.
things.
Well, you don't hear or see anything.
That is
Seems
nothing.
dark.
Just keep going.
Yeah,
going.
great. I don't care. Let's go. I want to find Ireina. I'm panicking.
Canas.
Yes.
Oh, and Rufus, apparently. Everybody
Yeah.
pause. Everybody pause. Pause. As you enter into the area of the rubble right here, like this, the grassy side,
Mm-hmm.
a giant, what do we call it? A web shoots out at you. Most likely from some sort of a spinneret of a large arachnid in the darkness that you cannot see, nor did Dione detect. We're going to roll initiative.
Dexterity saving throw?
It's they're surprising you, so we're going to roll initiative, and then I'll have you roll the check, yeah. All right, what are your initiatives here?
I got a 22.
I got a 20.
I got 2.
So 22 for Dione, 20 for Canas, Rufus a 2, Laurent a 14. All right, excellent. And the creature is going to be at, oh my god. All right, Dione, you go. You will go first, but the creature actually rolls relatively high. It also has a surprise action on you as it shot its web at. I guess it has to choose one of you because you're too far apart. It'll have to be Rufus because you're closer. Let's see, Rufus. Oh my god, a nat 1. You guys You guys, you're just so lucky tonight. It really is a nat one. It's a nat one. Rufus, though, a large webbing is shot at you from a spinneret of a massive spider. You can look to the north. A giant spider reveals itself from its darkened position, hidden within the ruins of Argynvostholt. And now we go into the normal initiative. Dione, you get to react first, but the creature is there. And now that you look, Dione, and that you're aware of this, your dark vision can spot 5 more of them in the deeper within Argynvostholt.
The 5 others, do they look stationary? Are they approaching us? Like, having sensed the commotion?
You got the jump, but it does look like they are moving, like they are coordinating themselves.
Okay. I don't think we have a chance. There are 6 total. 5 more coming quickly. We may... Oh,
you can
Jesus.
see this, Dione.
Yes. There are 5 more in the shadows. I don't think we can win this one. We may have to run. I guess Dione is going to come over here, and I assume that Rufus is like entangled in cobwebs.
It missed him. It missed him.
Oh, it missed him. Never mind. Okay. What should
you can move differently? Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, then I think Dione will like come here by Rufus. No, maybe the other side. And just like ready up an attack. You know what? No, I'm sorry. I'm being so indecisive. There. Just ready up attack. Because I know that Laurent and Canas are hurting. So she'll shout over her shoulder. Just run! We don't have a chance! There's no way. There are 6 of them. We must go. And then get ready to like defend the others with her sword in front of her. But standing her ground.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Great job. And then we're going to go to... The spider will go. It has to recharge its web. It does not. It will start to descend. It's up on like the top of this floor, so it's going to go down 20 feet, lower itself, and get to about... Yeah, let's see. It'll get to about here as it moves, trying to stay with... Actually, no, it'll stay within the rubble, and it'll go this way. The others will start to descend and move as well. Okay. And we'll have a couple more webs being shut out. Dione.
Oh, no.
Let's see here. What's your armor class?
15.
Okay, you are hit by one of the webs. The target is restrained by the webbing. As an action, you can make a strength check, bursting the webbing on a success. It's a strength check DC 12. The web also does look like, it could be hacked to pieces or somehow otherwise destroyed. The other one will attack Rufus. An 11, I don't think hits you, Rufus.
He's stepped away.
Okay. And then
Does
the one that moved to the end here will shoot at Canas. Canas, what's your AC?
15.
Okay. Total of 12.
Wonderful.
And I got one more that's within range, and we'll throw it at Canas as well. Actually,
so
Rufus is closer, so I'll do Rufus. That's a 19. That'll hit Rufus, so he will be restrained. So Rufus and Dione are webbed, and the spiders have descended into this level. One could not shoot its web because it didn't have the ability to recharge it. So now they've all shot their webs. Now we go to Canas, Laurent, Rufus.
All right. Well, these things are pretty big.
They're big suckers.
Yeah. I don't even think this would do much. Bob, like narratively,
Mhm.
if I just put up darkness and they can't see, would that help at all? Or would they just walk through it?
Well, I guess darkness does require. Does
I don't-
stop dark vision as well, right?
Yes.
So
So would they be hampered in any sort of way? Like
They would not
technically
have-
Go for it.
you're talking
Or
mechanically or narratively?
narratively, I guess, and mechanically.
I have a feeling you don't know exactly how spiders, especially spiders of this size, would operate, but they live in darkness. They're animals and creatures, and a lot of animals rely on other things,
Mm-hmm.
So, spiders have no issue catching things in their web. So you have a feeling that it may not be so helpful against a creature that doesn't really rely on sight naturally.
Sight. Okay. Then I'm just gonna book it.
Sure. Move your token.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You know what's kind of crazy about this? Rolls. We're talking about rolls and good luck and bad luck and stuff like that.
6.
Dione, your natural passive perception to smell something is at the very least an 18, maybe 23. We have to look at that, double check that rule. Their stealth check was a 26.
Wow.
Damn. Literally shadows in the night.
All right, so you move twice, and you can now see the because you see 120 feet, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, you may not be able to see. You can. Just to the north of you are the gates of the cemetery. It looks like something is blocking it on the line of sight here. Like, look at these stray darkness patches. I'm not sure why, but you can see the graveyard, and Yune is floating overhead.
Canas, come on, right here. What's holding you all up?
About 5 or 6 spiders. Gigantic spiders.
Oh, well, what? Gigantic? Oh my gosh!
All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Everyone hears the sound of hooves hitting the floor.
Oh, Esmeralda.
What was sort of like a paved, cart path, or maybe it would be for carriages long ago. Argynvost has this path that you can see you're even partly on towards the stable. You hear the sound of horse hooves heading that way, and you see coming from around the bend is Esmeralda d'Avenir, your friend and friend of Rictavio. And she's riding along her horse, and she calls out and she says, "Back, you foul beasts!" She has a torch in her hand, and she's going towards the spiders. The spiders change their direction. They look towards her and now see that the party's numbers are growing. We go to Laurent. Rufus is up next.
All right. Laurent, with his terrible vision, still can't see anything. So this is just like Charlie's in the trees. He's being sniped at by webs. He can't see nothing. It's
They've
scary.
they've revealed themselves.
Oh, you're still out of my vision, though. I can't see anything.
Follow my
Oh.
voice, Laurent.
But
Because you're-
I can see Dione and Rufus are webbed up. So the first thing I want to do is not refresh my character page. Use a no cheat or my bardic feature to pull out the I forget what it's called, the official name for it, the Tales from Beyond. And I'm gonna use it, and I pull out a card, and it is number 6, Tale of the Traveler. So Rufus is about to gain temporary hit points equal to a roll of my bardic inspiration plus my bard level. So it's going to be Rufus, when you go to start moving, you're going to get 11 temporary hit points.
Great.
And you also get a +1 to your AC and +10 to your walking speed.
Wow.
Andrew, I don't know if you were here when this happened, but you are restrained by webbing.
Restrained. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna bust out of that.
And then because that's a class feature, not a magic feature, can I use my bonus action to grant Dione a bardic inspiration die?
Yeah.
Great. So Dione, you
If
get
you still have a bonus action left, yeah.
Yeah, that's the bardic inspiration will be my D8 to Dione. for when you go to break free of that, and I'm gonna just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just keep running straight out of here, hoping like hell some spider does not see me.
All right.
My dark vision ends. Oh, now I can see them. Oh God. Oh.
Yeah. I would say that once they get into like the moonlight, you probably can see them even better.
They were
so
like
I give you a little
just
bit
on
of extra.
the like this is the far range of my vision. I could barely see. I didn't recognize it was the spiders. I thought it was a pillar. I now
I
see
gave you
that
a
there are
little bit.
several of them. Yeah.
No, I gave you a little bit more vision because,
Oh, thank you.
like I
Thank you.
said, it's the moonlight here would be dim, so I feel like it would be like the faint end of a torch.
Yeah.
I just gave it to Rufus as well. I think Canas and Dione have 120 anyway.
Mhm.
All right. So now we go to Rufus. It's your turn.
I'm gonna bust out of this web. Is it a strength check?
It is a strength check. You can take athletics if you choose to.
I get
Oh, it's-
18.
Yeah, it's strength check. Correct. Yeah. You break free. Yes. It's an action to do so.
So then I'm gonna move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna move to here.
Okay, great.
I-
And then,
I still have Shield of Faith. I think it hasn't been 10 minutes yet.
wait, what was your armor class with Shield of Faith?
20.
Rufus, I didn't hit you. I thought I thought your AC was 18.
Well,
They got a
my
19
double
when they
move-
hit you. Yeah.
I'll dash then, as I didn't need to escape the web. 5,
Well,
Let me just.
10.
Yep. I hit you with a 19.
doesn't Shield of Faith only last 1 minute?
10 minutes.
Ooh.
You could
sweet.
say it didn't last 10 minutes if you want, I don't mind. You could say it's been 10 minutes.
It
Well,
has
it's
not been.
It would have
It
been
has not
1
been.
minute. It's not 10 minutes.
10,
It's not 10 minutes.
15.
No.
25. Alright, I'm here.
Oh, hey, buddy.
That's it.
Cool. All right. So that's your double move. Dione, you are still trapped though. So you get to go next and you have to try to break free. You do have the bardic inspiration from Laurent.
Thank you, Laurent. Yes. Killing it with those bardic inspirations nowadays.
Yeah. Took a while to get there. It's a D8 whenever you try to break free.
That's okay. Better late than never. All right. Ooh, so a strength save. Yes.
It could be a athletics check or
Oh,
just strength or it's just a strength check, not a saving throw.
gotcha. Okay. Strength check then.
Oh, well, if you rolled already, it's fine. Oh, I see. Never mind. You got it both sides. Doesn't matter.
Well,
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, my first roll then was a 19, and then my athletics is a plus 10, so theoretically a 29.
Did you give yourself like expertise in athletics?
I did.
Oh
Dione
my
is
god.
especially athletic.
What? I've never seen a rogue with that high of an athletics check.
Yeah, I decided to go a little non-traditional. I didn't necessarily optimize my rogue. I just kind of went with the personality I had in mind.
Well,
she's
an
she's
optimizer
a
would be-
buff rogue.
An optimizer would be dead in this situation.
Fair. Yes.
They-
I don't know. An optimizer would have a pretty high perception.
Strength would have better than a 23.
Maybe not better than a 23.
And also, just to point this out here, the dump stat traditionally for a rogue is strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
would have probably been like a -1. Good. Go ahead. Move yourself. I guess you can go 60 feet with your bonus action.
Yes, my rogue is a ball of muscle. What? Okay.
I think it's great.
Flex on it.
I think it's great. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. That makes things more
And I think we should continue leveling and getting no AoE spells.
interesting. Melee only.
With that in a big way.
Yes. All right. Cool. So I'm catching up. I'm huffing and puffing, but I've dashed and now I'm there. Laurent, quickly, come on! What the hell are you waiting for? She calls behind her, over her shoulder. Right? That's Laurent, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Interesting. Okay. So we're going to have the spiders start to go. They are going to focus more on getting to a place where they don't have to go out in the open. They like to be in this dark area, so they're going to go 1, 2. Actually, I got to roll a bunch of recharges. 1 recharge. Great. Okay. Well, then one of them will take a shot at Laurent.
Don't do it.
Let's go a web. 15.
15 just hits.
Just hits.
Oh.
You are restrained.
Got it.
All right. And then the others are going to stay by the edge. They're not going to go out of the building. They're staying in the shadows of the building. And then Esmeralda will go after... Oh, no. Canas goes, then Esmeralda.
Can Esmeralda go first?
Do you want to ready an action or something?
I wanted to check something real quick, and I have to go to my other character page
Oh,
for
yeah,
it.
we could, yeah. So Esmeralda will go, and she's going to ride over here and drop a torch right onto Laurent, and the fire is going to start getting hot near you. She's going to say, use it to burn the webs. And then she's going to cast Lightning Bolt, and it's going to hit 3 of the spiders in this row here. And I'm going to roll the damage. Yeah, she's going to upcast it as well. For maximum damage.
Whoa.
Okay. Not great. 31, but still something. And let's see if these spiders can get out the way. They do, but they still take a considerable amount of damage. Or at least the ones that saved did. Okay, so one of them does. 2 of them die outright. And the other one is taking half of the damage. And then we'll go to Canas.
I'm ready.
Oh, she'll take the rest of her movement, actually. She'll go towards you. And she rides up towards Rufus and Canas and Dione. And she says, well, it seems like you've got yourselves in quite a pickle again.
What are you doing here?
Saving your skin.
Very well.
And
all right.
that's all she can do.
I can only see this guy. Is this 120 feet of vision that I have?
The ruins might obscure some of it.
Okay.
But also, no.
I didn't.
I got to
think
remember
so.
to save that in your token. I think I did for Dione.
Okay, cool. So these 3 are still alive, right here.
Correct.
Great.
This one's badly injured, the closer one.
Got it. Oh, you know what? Screw this guy. If he goes badly injured, I'll kill it. All right. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Canas is getting his mojo back.
22.
Oh.
You hit.
4. 7 force damage.
Oh my god.
It is alive, but hanging on
Here's
by a
Here's another one, bitch.
web.
16.
You hit,
4. Another 7.
and that kills it.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Splat! All the bug juice all over the place.
Perfect. That's not what I was intended to do at all, but that's what I did. All right. See you later, sucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think Canas needs to start getting catchphrases.
Yeah.
Later, suckers. I like it. Now we go to Laurent, Rufus. Laurent, you have a torch by your feet.
Yeah, I want to try and burn myself out of the webs without burning myself, if you will.
We'll say as an action, you can lower your body a bit, get the webbing to the flame, and it'll incinerate it. Now, you are going to probably have to give me a dex check to see if that doesn't do any harm to you. We'll say it's the same as the DC of the webbing, so 12. And it'll do a d6 damage if you...
It's
There we go.
19 on dex.
So you are managed to break free after weakening the webbing, and the webbing that's still on fire burns at the floor. You're free. You can move.
I'm gonna keep on running. One,
At
two,
this point,
three,
the spiders
four,
will
five.
not pursue for fear of more lightning bolts and things. They'll retreat back in, and that's the end of combat.
Yeah.
Were there spiders on the other side, or was it just this side? Is that what you're asking? Which side?
Yes,
Okay.
there were no spiders on the other side.
Counterclockwise. Never the answer. I don't know why everyone followed me.
Rufus
right, move your
continues to
tokens.
run towards the graveland.
Yep, move your tokens here.
Oh. Yeah.
Dione, since you're the fastest, I would say you get there first. You can
Okay.
get there and see Ireina amongst the gravestones. Let me tell you a little bit about this graveyard, this little cemetery here. Tucked behind the mansion in a fog-shrouded cemetery is enclosed by a 7-foot tall wrought iron fence. You can see through it because it's not solid. In the northeast corner of it, you can see a mausoleum. So that would be this structure over here. The mansion itself looms to the west. And you suddenly feel like someone is watching you.
Is that just
And-
Dione feels that way, or is that narration for everyone?
I'd say it's for everyone. But you see Ireina. And Dione, since you were the first one there, when you feel that eerie feeling, you look up, you can see in the window a silhouette. There's a well-dressed man with a thick mane of thistledown hair observing you from a high tower window. He draws the curtain and disappears from view. You get the sense that this is Vladimir Horngard, who's now looking down on you from inside his mansion.
Oh, Vladimir Horngard, like the
dude
guy
who
we were
messed you up?
fighting before?
Yeah.
He jacked you up? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then in a low voice, I'll murmur to the others, our friend Vladimir, he watches us from above. I kind of point with my chin towards the window that I saw.
Maybe he changed his mind and he wants visitors.
I have no intention of finding out and going back inside that house.
Me neither. See you later, sucker.
Ireina says, I can climb the fence. Sorry for startling everyone. I went out the back way.
Anything of note in there?
It looks like there's some sort of a chapel inside. This place must have been a grand mansion back in its time.
Can I jump the fence and join Ireina?
Yeah, I won't. As long as you guys take your time, I'll just say that you can get over the fence. It's not a big deal.
No.
Kind of want
I'm
to check
stuck.
the mausoleum while we're here.
Yeah.
Sure.
May as well.
Clamber over the fence. I guess.
6 spiders are in there.
6 spiders, 20 vampires, 3 werewolves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Vladimir Horngard's twin.
Rufus. Ireina, you hurt? Yeah. He kinda grabs her.
I'm. She
clumsily.
is actually. She's got a massive gash wound. You can see her clothes are ripped even right across her armor. It didn't do anything to that Revenant's sword. It didn't do anything to stop the Revenant's sword. But most of the wounds have been healed. Like she's going to be fine thanks to Laurent. And she says that thanks to Laurent, I'm okay. And she nods to you, Laurent, as you hop over the fence. Esmeralda uses her horse as sort of like a ladder and jumps off of its back, up and over, and lands gracefully, spider prosthetic leg. She lands over one of those tombstones. She says, well, if it isn't... What is it that you call yourselves again? The Grayscale Gang? That's what the people in Crestbrook were saying?
The Short Rest Squad.
What are you doing here? How did you find us?
I told you, I can find anyone if I put my mind to it.
How?
The only one I'm having a hard time finding is Rictavio.
Where
Mm.
is he?
You know his
Unfortunately,
na- Oh,
I have
sorry.
found out.
Tell us.
She looks at all of you and says, In due time, in due time. What
Oh my
have we
gosh.
gotten ourselves into here?
A bunch of revenants with no thought process of their own,
He's like, oof.
and vengeful king.
Yes. The Vladimir Hornguard, I presume.
Indeed.
The very same.
Mm. You know, it's
Are you,
dangerous to go traipsing around the backwoods of Barovia, you know?
Well, you seem to do it all the time.
Traipsing seems to be your MO.
Ah, yes, but...
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dione.
Dione was gonna say, if I recall correctly, Esmeralda, last time we saw you, you were pursuing some werewolves. What happened? What happened with the werewolves?
She starts to walk casually through the graveyard, kind of running her hand across the gravestones as most of you walk towards the mausoleum door, I assume.
Mhm.
She says, well, Dione, she says, I'm very good at finding werewolves. They have a stench that you can easily follow. I found the pack, this one they call Kirill. He's a strong one, I will say. I decided not to encounter him directly. I started to split up his pack, picking some of them off one by one, till I found someone who will talk. And, luckily for me, and you all, I did. She takes out her rapier and she, flicks it through the air and kind of mimics sword fighting. And she puts it away. She says, I was able to get some information. One that I think you will be interested in. And in fact, I went to Kresk looking for you. I heard from a man there named Laurent and LeMaire that you are a good group, that you want to help people, and that you've saved their children. Is this true?
All we do is save children.
What about full-grown adults?
Like yourself.
Oh no,
Do you
I don't.
need saving?
I don't need saving. No. I need help saving Rictavio.
Where is he?
That's the problem.
Ravenloft.
She nods.
Ah. Well, we can kill 3 birds with 1 stone now.
When I first met you, I was a little bit cautious, unsure who you were. Maybe you were here to rob my good friend, and I didn't trust you quite. But can you blame me?
Hardly.
Well, your entire wagon was burst into flames, so why would you trust us?
Yes. In these lands, you can trust nobody.
Well, as you know, it's difficult to trust. The only person I truly trust would be Rictavio. He's the only one that I know is capable and confident enough to be here by himself, and yet he got himself captured. I heard that there was a whole commotion in Vallaki, and a group of 4, just like you, were a part of it. Is this also true?
That we have doppelgangers in Vallaki? I've heard that also. If you find out that one killed the child, it certainly wasn't us.
Laurent, is it?
Charmed.
You know, as well as I do, that I am not on the side of the devil. I'm looking to help you.
Rictavio actually saved us from an onslaught of vampires and Strahd himself.
That's what I'm gathering. The old fool. He trusted you. So I need to. So here's the predicament that we're in. When I caught that werewolf, right before I killed it, he said that Kirill had captured that man. The old man with the glasses and the cane. Took him to Ravenloft. It seems like Kirill works for Strahd.
He does.
So now that Rictavio, I'm just going to stop the charade that we've got going on here. I don't know if you know this, but he doesn't really go by Rictavio. That's his alias. His name is Rudolf Von Richten.
Have we heard that name before?
Von Richten's
So-
familiar.
It's possible you've heard it. I'm not quite sure. But it's fine. If you aren't sure, that's maybe part of it. And she says, and he is the most powerful monster hunter that I know. And I should know. I was his apprentice.
And still are.
Not quite.
Hmm.
We've had, and she like kind of runs her finger along the edge of the mausoleum door. We've had our differences. In fact, we were in one of our differences at a time that he reached out to me. Said it was very important. And I didn't believe the old fool. Months went by. I decided to go check his home. He was gone. I found some notes saying that he had found it, that he figured it out. A way to kill Strahd forever.
Good. Interesting.
Does Strahd have a secret ring?
Not that I know of. But again, who would? Rictavio's
Rictavio.
Von Richten has dedicated his most of his life, adult life, to stamping out evil, especially the vampire. Strahd is the most heinous offender. This was his life's work, his magnum opus. I'm sure if he's here, and he's committed to killing Strahd, that he has a way to do it. Now, I don't know what your plan is, but unless you kill Strahd, you're trapped here forever.
We are
Laurent and I
aware.
can leave at any time we please.
How?
We are Vistani.
You're Vistani?
Yes, and she, like, throws her hair back.
But
Laurent claims he is not Vistani.
Did we ever get Madame Ava's last name? Or we just got Madame Ava?
Esmeralda doesn't really trust Madame Ava. I think she said that to you, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I was just wondering if Madame Ava by any chance was like also a Von Richten, because I feel like I've heard the name.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Well, I think we can help each other.
Well, here's the thing, Esmeralda. We do need to go to Ravenloft. So, saving Von Richten would certainly be beneficial to us. As
Well, I don't know what your plan is to go into Ravenloft, but you were going to do that without me?
no, we hadn't decided.
You're more foolish than I thought. Oh, you haven't decided. Good.
May I finish?
Please.
Why not?
There are a few other tasks that we must take on while we were in Castle Ravenloft. We need to find the skull of this dragon in order to light the beacon and bring back the Sun Sword, which certainly will be necessary to defeat Strahd.
They claim it
raises-
will bring the Sun Straw back.
She raises her eyebrow. You have the Sword of Sunlight?
We have the hilt of sunlight.
Show it to me.
I show it to her. I don't give it to her.
She doesn't even think about taking it.
Mm.
But she looks at it, inspects it, marvels at it a bit, and she says, Rictavio's talked about this sword. Von Richten, Rudolph. Rudolph, the red-nosed vampire hunter.
Richten.
Do you know how to activate it?
I've never come across it before.
Ugh. We can't trust these animal worshippers here. We don't know the skull. The abbot thought he could activate it. He could not.
I would be wary of the abbot.
Yes, we've been wary of the abbot. Either.
Did
Most unpleasant.
We are also looking for a man by the name of Emil. who must
A
be,
vampire, a werewolf.
who I
Werewolf
believe
leader.
is also prisoner there. So Emil and Rudolph von Richten may be in the same place.
Either way, it seems worth going.
But once we finish these tasks, we cannot then take Strahd head on. We will not be prepared. We must leave.
That's assuming Strahd is even there. He's been all over
Out and about.
Barovia.
I believe that Strahd is here right now.
Dione will look at the ground. Does she see? Does Canas have a shadow? Does he still have no shadow? What is the status?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Find out next week.
Canas
Yeah.
does not have a shadow. You're right.
Oh, okay. So Dione sees that Canas still doesn't have a shadow. She says, "Yes, perhaps he is with us here somewhere." And then she like points to the ground and like indicates like we all have shadows. Canas does not.
You're jumping at shadows now.
I'm going to give myself a permanent +1 on stealth because I don't have a shadow.
It's fair. Ireina opens the door to the mausoleum and says, "This is where they said that the skull of Argynvostholt needs to be laid for the beacon to be lit." She opens it up, and
Oh.
inside the mausoleum, you can
I'll
see
check it
it's practically empty.
Hmm.
I'll tell you what you see here, though. Tarnished, silver-plated gargoyles, shaped like dragon wormlings, cling to the stone-tiled roof of this mausoleum. It's 8 foot tall, 4 foot wide, and a white marble door is set on the southwest wall. That's the one that she opened. It is engraved with the name Argynvostholt. You can see that the interior of the mausoleum is dark and dusty. It's 4 empty alcoves with raised floors. Etched into the floor is a verse written in Draconic. Does anybody speak Draconic?
I might actually.
Okay.
No.
Really? Rufus?
No. Dwarvish.
Yeah, Common and Dwarvish.
All right. Esmeralda, I believe, can read it.
What does it
She
say?
cannot. She cannot.
No one can read it.
No one can
Hey,
read it.
horse, can you read Draconic?
I can sound it out, but
Actually,
I have no idea what it says.
I don't know that it's Draconic. I don't know what it looks like. Well,
Well,
Well, that's about it.
maybe can we take out like a pencil and
Oh, do
the
like the etching?
paper? Yeah, the etching thing.
Yeah,
where
like
you,
charcoal and parchment, and try to get an etching. Yeah, you could do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, Dione's gonna do that. Gonna get an etching.
Find someone later who speaks Draconic. We'll pull it out.
Yes. Exactly.
It does look like, though, that the center chamber is large enough for that of a dragon's head to be rested here. And, you know, Esmeralda says, "A dragon's skull," they said, huh? Will light the beacon, light the sword? Worth a shot. We have to go in to get von Richten, though, regardless.
Of course, and Emil.
I
I'm
don't
of
know.
a mind to go to Ravenloft.
What's that, Rufus?
I'm of a mind to go to Ravenloft. I'm tired of skulking around.
I concur. Seems like now's the best time to go and get as much done as we can.
Without speaking fully with von Richten, I think it would be foolish to do an all-out assault. We find a way to get in, distract Strahd perhaps before we approach, go in, find the dungeons, free our prisoners, and get out, and see if you could find that skull.
Perhaps we can inspect the tomb of Strahd. I believe we had a map of Ravenloft in that.
Well, are you talking about the tome of
The
Strahd?
tomb, yeah, the tomb.
Okay, because the tomb is probably in Ravenloft. That's probably where he sleeps.
And then the tomb.
We had the map, and then we also saw the miniature castle, right? I don't think we
miniature
made like a
castle,
copy of
yes.
it, but we saw at least had like a general layout.
Do you have any other allies here in these lands? I mentioned before that I am Vistani, but I lived most of my life elsewhere. I don't even remember childhood here.
Well, we have Dusk Elf friends.
Yes.
And I know that you are a sworn hunter of the werewolves, but the werewolves who do not follow Kirill, the ones who follow Emil, they swore loyalty to us and they promised to help in the fight against Strahd.
We also know the Keepers of the Feather back in Villaki.
You practically have an army at your disposal.
Despite your ambiguity with the Vistani, I think they would help us too if we asked.
Some, perhaps.
Not the 3 in the village of Barovia.
They
No.
were lovely.
I think
Yes,
our best bet is to try to get one of these groups to help us. Some that can make a distraction, get Strahd away from the castle, and then we strike. We enter quickly, quietly, go only where we need to go, extract, and leave.
All right. But my vote is to get the orphans to be the one to destroy.
I agree.
The orphans.
What's the point in having orphans if they don't do anything, you know?
Annabelle, what's her name?
Just throw out any name. We've got so many at this point. You're bound to get one, right?
No, Annabelle.
George.
It's like Annabelle from Villaki and her orphanage.
Keepers of the Feather can fly away. They will be a good distraction.
Yes.
The werewolves too might make a good distraction on account of their werewolfiness.
Yes.
The only problem with the werewolves is that, of course, Kirill is still alive.
That's why
Kirill serves Strahd.
That's why we need email enable, so that
Perhaps
we are
your
able
feathered
to.
friends are the best option. For now, at least. I think it's best that we rest and think on this plan, but we must strike soon. The only thing that's keeping, I believe, Von Richten alive is Strahd's overconfidence that he is truly immortal. He wants to punish him, I'm sure, as much as possible. He's sought Strahd out for quite some time, foiled many of his plots.
We could rest here.
Would we?
For the night.
I don't know about that.
Mausoleum sounds good as any other place. Close the doors. Have your familiar stay on the lookout.
Very well.
Well then,
Yes. Perhaps we should rest in shifts. We know that Vladimir, our guard, is not far. You never know. He may come for us in the night. Let us take turns resting.
I believe they can't leave the castle.
It certainly
Otherwise
seems
they
that way.
Would have done already.
Okay, fair enough.
she's right though. Perhaps a little over caution, but nonetheless, there'll be plenty of time for rest. And then in the morning, we'll figure out how to break into Ravenloft. Rest well.
Ravenloft.
And we will see you next week for what might be the string of episodes that leads to our finale of season 2.
Oh boy.
Until then.
And the swamps of Derez, we'll
The
never get
swamps
there.
of Derez.
Never get there.
It's just an unvisited location on the map.
Yeah, you know,
Fine.
Dylan.
And then the finale, season 3. Just kidding. Season
We're going
5.
Back to Villaki, baby.
Let us know if you want to see season 5, everybody. Go ahead. Let us know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. We'll see you all very, very soon. Don't forget, Vecna is starting tomorrow for episode 3 of this chapter. And then we'll be back to our normal scheduling next week. Until then, though, we will see you all on the tabletop. Have a good night.